On here.
So I'm Angie.
I'm Michelle.
And we are Blue Heavens. We are sisters who channel ancient divine beings from two councils of thought. Michelle channels Lucian. They are a council of masters of the illusion. And I channel Lazarus, who is a divine council of masters that teach love and compassion. Woo! So together, we teach all of it. So we help you find your blocks, we help you move forward, all that wonderful good stuff. So it's a teamwork making the dream work, right? And today it's episode 26, and we have spiritual tips on how to live a happy life. And I think this is going to be super exciting, and it's interactive. Like, let's do some Rocky Horror Picture Show shit, right? So let's interact with us today. Let's throw some toilet paper.
It's so interactive today.
Yeah.
So interactive.
So super interactive, man. Right. So I felt compelled to share a Shel Silverstein poem to start us off because it's a little fun. So yes. So it's a little fun and it has a great message. So we're going to pay attention to it and we're going to listen. All right. Here we go. It's called Lester. Lester was given a magic wish by the goblin who lives in the banyan tree. And with his wish, he wished for 2 more wishes. So now, instead of just 1 wish, he cleverly had 3. And with each one of these, he simply wished for 3 more wishes, which gave him 3 old wishes plus 9 new. And with each of these 12, he slyly wished for 3 more wishes, which added up to 46. Or is it 52? Well, anyway, he used each wish to wish for wishes till he had 5,007,018,034. And then he spread them on the ground and he clapped his hands and danced around and skipped and sang and then sat down and wished for more and more and more. They multiplied while other people smiled and cried and loved and reached and touched and felt. Lester sat amid his wealth, stacked mountain high like stacks of gold, sat and counted and grew old. And then one Thursday night they found him, dead with his wishes piled around him. And they counted the lot and found that not a single one was missing. All shiny and new. Here, take a few and think of Lester as you do. In a world of apples and kisses and shoes, he wasted his wishes on wishing. How fucking powerful is that? Man, we're creating our stuff. Stop wishing for things to happen and start creating the happiness you want. I love that. I think that's so powerful. And I was Lester. I was so Lester. I would read that over and over to myself when I was married to my ex-husband and I wanted a way out, but I wasn't willing to do the things I needed to do to get out. I was just sitting there like, help me find a way out, but I wasn't willing to do anything about it. Now I've learned to take action. Michelle and I both, we take action now. We do these things and we are excited for today.
Oh yeah, we're very excited today. Because we've walked these shoes, we know, we've walked the walk where we can talk the talk now. We've done it. We know. And that, so we want to teach everybody, because what we want to do is be vulnerable to everybody to show you we've done these things. It works for us. We love you guys. We want it to work for you. And we know it's going to work for you. And we're having a different platform. So I'll go ahead and just say, Angie's going to be, if you know anything about Abraham Hicks, you'll know that Esther comes on, introduces herself. She's beautiful. She introduces her Esther Hicks, and she leaves.
Yeah.
So I'm like the Esther Hicks. I'm not as graceful as Esther Hicks, so don't expect any of that because no, I'm not. She comes. She's so graceful and smart and intelligent. None of that is here. So I channel. So the setup will be you'll hear from me, and Angie will call upon, and I will, But for the most part, we're going to be hearing from Locaeus, Marcus, and Loki, and God forgive every Cosmo. So but he may or he may not tone now. We're not 100% sure, but we will have so I will just right now,
Perfect.
You'll see me just kind of whoop, and we're going to bring Locaeus or whomever just decides. I'm sure Locaeus is going to be the one that comes forth. And that's it. So everybody will expect to just see Michelle briefly. Heidi ho, and then buddy bye, and then I'm going to bring Locaeus.
Heidi ho, gotta go.
Mr. Chaos, yeah, she left. I want to say a lot of things after that. Hi.
Hi.
We just wanted to make that announcement to people. That way, when they go, well, where's Michelle? Or maybe they don't ask where Michelle is. Either way.
You.
And she's making some of the lifestyle things that we did. Okay, we're talking about some things.
Yep.
And so Aaron Doty, we're on an Aaron Doty kick. It was Tony Robbins. We're still on Tony Robbins, but now Aaron Doty.
Added it in.
But he had a green drink. And so we're trying to get Michelle used to a green drink. So she had it yesterday and she was like, So today we're having it. And she said, can you use your Buddhist? And I'm like, Buddhist didn't, but all right. So it's actually pretty good. It's in a Frisch's mug. We're started up.
Yep.
So we're trying to do like Aaron said, clearing the body of things, toxins, because she's gained like 10 pounds. Discovered food, but we can get it down. That's okay. But when he was doing his seminar, he was they were advertising the exact one she had in the Amazon cart. But he also was drinking this big old thing of water right on camera, which was great because that's what the girls are always drinking so much freaking water too.
Yeah, and we've got extra waters everywhere, man.
So it was fantastic to see Aaron and them. They coincide. Tell everybody quickly before we start how the second day of the seminar, how he had your video, or the whatever day of the seminar he had your. It was the third day of the seminar. But then the third day, I was proud of everybody. And share that with everybody because I thought was a very amazing thing.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we did another seminar because the universe has given us free seminars and we're showing up to them. Right. There's actually another one after this.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna join that one. So
another one.
I know. So we've been doing. I lost it. What am I talking about?
We're talking about how Aaron.
I lost. I got so excited about free seminars. Sorry. All right. Whew. Narrow it down. I gotta bring it back in. Okay. So we had to do an assignment, right? And they were teaching us how to create good content. So I did my cold shower TikTok, 3 tips for why taking cold showers is good for your spiritual practice. And they had an email the next day about how proud they were of everybody for doing these videos and stepping out and doing this stuff. And he had a screenshot of mine. Mine was the top one on the email. And I was like, oh, like I made something. I was like so excited. So I was proud of that video. It took me a little while to do. But I thought it came along really well. I was really proud of it.
Yeah. And it is okay. Yeah. It was really good. Michelle's in the middle of working on making a TikTok. Yeah. So it was great. So Angie discovered, and she's got such camera presence. It was amazing. And so you go, well, where did this all come from? The Esther Hicks thing. So how things will work out like that and like this. So Michelle's been trying these videos as well and wonk, wonk, and she's just like, that just really, So, but she's not, and the thing is, she was happy for you. She's like happy, but she just goes, "What's wrong here? Like what's?" And so the universe was trying to tell her, Michelle, you got to be channeling. It's not you. Your voice, it's like the Esther Hicks, And she's got a great camera presence, but it's the Abraham Hicks is what everybody's hearing, and so it's us. So the universe said, the universe is done. They love you, Michelle, but now it's time to step back and bring us forward. So she was the different aspects. So this morning you were hearing her it's my twin. Her name's Isabella. She's my exact twin. And we were working with David on different, which energy works best, her female. And it was her. It was the best one that works for her. So she goes, so I'm no longer Michelle. I'm the garbage. I'm Isabella. But Isabella's a much higher version of Michelle. She's a much higher version. And I like, well, you congratulated to Isabella, which is a good thing. So if you hear Michelle, it's not Michelle, it's Isabella, because we're trying to get her voice, but that's what we learned. So in anything, so learn that. So if like that's your camera presence, you've just got it, but that's your authentic self. They're teaching that. People are magnified, and Aaron Doty especially is magnified by the authentic. And that's what that cold shower, it really grabbed me and everything too. And that, but this morning, though, we came up with our own, because you said, well, we could do the cold shower. So Isabella came up with their own whole thing. 3 reasons why you humans are crazy for doing cold showers.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, yeah, and this is Isabella. Well, let me talk. Well, Michelle. So let me tell you the 3 reasons you humans are crazy for taking these cold showers. First, it freezes every part of your freaking body, and it makes you go like this and make faces. And in the long run, if you really count every single thing you're doing in your life, you're going to be like, that cold shower really changed my life. But I really didn't have anything. Honestly, Locaeus, my priest, aka Father, and I would like to mention, if you have a choice of having a priest, you have to call him priest. He is like, what did you call me? And so your husband, whatever Locaeus is to me. But you humans are crazy. Yeah. So she goes in there, freezes, she screams and everything else. But my favorite was Locaeus going in there. And so he's like channeling, going, I got this, I got the Buddha. And he's like, ah, screaming. And Loki's like, you twat. Yeah, you just sat there. So Angie, you got balls for this. Yep. You got major balls for coming and doing that cold shower. But the video was really good. It would have convinced me to take a cold shower. But that's all I got to do in cabins and things was cold showers, because that's what well, not really cold showers, because you just went in cold water, but or snow. But you froze everything. But it is good for you, they say. But so we're going to have a whole video on why you should take 3 reasons you take a hot shower. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not. No, I was in, and for real, it was a really good video. But Michelle found out she needs to back, and that. So, but so understand, things happen for all kinds of reasons. I feel like I'm sounding like my priest. I sound just like him now. Oh my, I'm his exact twin. I'll bring back my priest. All right. It's okay, as someone a bopper. All right. So we just start getting on and ignoring her.
Let's do the priming. Let's start with the Tony Robbins priming. So you're doing this with us, you guys. All right. So you're going to put your feet on the floor. Yep. yeah. Well, we should bring you all on so we can make sure you're doing this shit. Destiny, you want to come on? Make sure you're doing this. Destiny's here, by the way, and she gave us a hello, friends, and that's awesome. I loved it to the video. So heck yeah. So Destiny, put your feet on the ground. And we're going to have a tall spine, right? So everybody, that's what we're doing. We're creating happiness. This is called priming. This is a Tony Robbins technique. All right. So we are going to do 3 sets of 10 breathing techniques, and we're going to lift up our hands. And while we're doing that, let's see, we're breathing
like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're breathing.
Yeah.
Like quick, right? And you're going
quick through your nose. Yes.
Yep. In and out of the nose. So 10 breaths inside of the nose while raising your arms. So you're inhaling while you're raising, and then you're exhaling as you're coming down.
All right. Then you pause when you're on the 10th, you pause. And then you do it again.
Yep. And then when you pause, we're going to put our hands, palms up on our lap, and we're just going to see how we feel. So here we go. We're starting with our first set of 10 breathy, pumpy guys. Let's go. I lost count. I think it was 10. Damn it. All right. So put your hands, palms up on your lap, and just see how you feel. Might feel a little tingly, like my hands feel a little tingly. My back feels a little tingly. I've got like a head rush. Just kind of sit and feel it for a minute. Okay, let's go do our second set of 10. Palms up. How do you feel? I'm already feeling like really relaxed. All right. Okay, so we're coming back. We're closing our eyes, doing another set of 10 breaths. Let's do it. Palms up. When I'm super tingly over my chest, my feet. Oh, we're going to move on to the next step of this, where we're going to give ourselves 3 gifts. So we're going to think of 3 moments that we are grateful for. And we are going to feel the gratitude and joy and happiness. And we're going to fill up on this shit. All right. So let's put our hands over our hearts, because I feel that's always a good way. And let's think of a moment you were grateful for. destiny. Maybe it's having your babies. Maybe it's being a mom. Maybe it's being a double D for Cosmo. I don't know what you're grateful for, but find one of these really happy moments and sink into it. Go back like you're there. You know, time's an illusion. You can just go back there. So let's enter this grateful moment and let's feel it. Breathe in the happiness of the moment. See the smiles. See the things that you saw when you were there. Breathe it in again. Get the enjoyment out of it again. Look at everybody's face. Smell the smells. Be completely saturated in that moment. Now think of being grateful for this moment. Say, like, universe, I'm thankful for this moment. This moment meant so much to me. I love that all I have to do is put my hands over my heart and I can experience this again. All right. Let's think of another moment. If you need to reach out, Tony Robbins likes to reach out and grab moments out of his aura. So if you feel comfortable doing that, do that. Think of another moment you're grateful for. Stick it in your heart. Go into it. What do you feel? What do you see? Feel that joy, feel that happiness, feel the love, feel the safety. Soak it up. Thank the universe for the ability to have this moment and to be able to revisit it. Fill up our gratitude pipe. Think of a third moment we are thankful for, we are grateful for. Have it be a big one. Have it be a really, really big one. And we're going to fill it in our heart. Place it inside, and we're going to feel it and experience it all over again. Maybe this moment had a release. I know the moment I chose, this was a weight lifted off of me in this moment, and I can feel it. I can feel weight coming off of me now. Just reliving it. All right. Now, Tony always ends with, let's see. We experience the energy that we feel run through us and allow it to bless our lives. So we are going to picture white or gold or blue or purple light coming from the heavens down through us, through our feet, into Mother Earth, tapping into Mother Earth energy, shooting back up into space. We're going to have another one of these rushes as this light comes from the heavens down through our body, down into Mother Earth, connecting us to all things, invigorating us, making us feel alive again as we tap into the beauty of everything. And then we get shot back up through our system as the rush of energy just whoop through you. Wow, it went through me. Okay. Let's do one more of those. Do you feel happy? Are you feeling this as this light comes from the heavens down our crown chakra, through all our chakras, down into Mother Earth, refueling Mother Earth, giving her the love and support that she needs to support us as it comes back through, back out our crown chakra, back up to the heavens. And now I'm going to thank the universe and spirit and energy and Tony Robbins for this gift, this priming exercise. And when you're done, I like to pat myself out. So how do you feel? If you did this, write in the comments. If you're not live with us, I don't care. How do you feel? When we can type things, we are more interactive. We are more willing to pay attention. Michelle, how do you feel?
Good.
Okay.
Well, I just had I let go of something.
Oh, well, okay, good. Emotions.
Well, I had let go. Yes, well, I had let go of it yesterday, and for 7 years, and it's hurt pretty bad. So yeah, I feel good about the letting go, but I can feel it coursing. It's like it's a good. So when I'm like, yes, it's like, like this. but it's a good, all right. But
Yeah.
it's good. I feel good. It was just letting the third, when you said let it go completely, and I'm like, oh no, that I let it go and the light comes forth, and I could feel the light trying to stick it, and I'm like, no, that has to, and I can feel the chaos going, nope.
So that is why they want me to read this second poem. All right. Okay. So the second Shel Silverstein poem I'm going to read is Where the Sidewalk Ends. And it's about this, taking our garbage out, letting our garbage go out. So this exercise should be removing things from you. This light coming through you and Mother Earth, you are rejecting and ejecting low-level energy that doesn't serve you. It's being removed. So let's talk about it in a cute little way. All right. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. Okay. This is one of my favorite ones. Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd scour the pots and scrape the pans, candy the yams and spice the hams. And though her daddy would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas, rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the window and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, glappy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crust of black burned buttered toast, gristly bits of beefy roast. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the wall. Greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, glob of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from green bologna, Dad, rubbery blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry, curdled milk and crust of pie, moldy melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. At last, the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and all the neighbors moved away, and none of her friends would come to play. And finally, Sarah Cynthia Stout said, "Okay, I'll take the garbage out." But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state from New York to the Golden Gate, and there in the garbage she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot now relate because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout and always take the garbage out. Look at all that shit. And that's what we got piled up inside of us. We're piled up all of this garbage inside of us. And that exercise can remove it. All these exercises can remove it because they're in the way of your happiness. Let's see. Destiny said, "Wowza, my last memory was my first awakening and felt that peace from understanding that what I was taught is not what I believe. Felt a little sticky moving up and back, but felt my body relax." Awesome. Do you guys want to do the next one?
Yeah, it's what else do we, this is okay. As Michelle was still stuck over here and I was trying to get.
Well, we've got the marching, we've got the poses.
I could show you what Krishna does. I mean, that's why I thought we were. I apologize for that. She was still on the stuck, and I was trying to.
It's all right.
It's okay. That was a kind of a mind screw yesterday, and one of those. But it's a good clearing. It was good. It's all right. So that's what I'm sorry, but we were.
No worries.
It was the same like with Cosmo and the double D's.
Yeah.
So
all right. So we're standing up. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're standing up, Marcus, since this is like your thing. Oh, yeah.
All right.
This is Marcus. I guess we'll put this over here, I suppose.
Let's see what we got, Marcus. All right.
Okay, so usually I don't know if anybody can really see what I'm doing with her legs. But usually what I do when I'm in this state, so the priming and everything, and you're moving, and he likes to constantly be moving and things like that, and I understand and appreciate that, and still can't really see her. Okay. We're gonna do the best we can. All right.
Yep.
But what I do, is I would have like a bunch of people sitting here and trying to do something like a Tony Robbins priming would have been a nightmare for my peeps, but it's okay. It works over here. But what I would do is I stand to the tree pose, which is what you humans call it, but it balances. So it's putting your leg right here, like your knee, right here on the fatty part of right here on your leg here. And you're putting your foot on that, yes. And as high as you can possibly go is the whole thing, like that.
Lighting and leggings.
Yeah. Well, that's how it kind of would look like with me. And then you sit there and you like that, reach for the air, the love energy, and you just push it through. And you're just pushing it through.
Take my socks off, maybe then I won't be sliding all over the place.
Picked a good one, Marcus. That's what I do. Okay, so then now you're in that pose. So then you just take like that, and they're taking all this beautiful energy, this love energy. Breathe in, bring it in, like that. And then you got it here, then like that. And we're bringing it out to everybody, to the universe. Now taking it back in this love. We're going to bring it into ourselves, clean our energy, our aura. We want to break any attachments, anything that does not need to be here. And out to everybody else in the universe that can use this love as well. And you and I would just do this as many times as I felt it needed to be done.
Whew.
And since we did the priming, I don't feel we didn't do too much of that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Whew.
so that's what I would do. And I would just do that different sets and, breathing in and stuff like that. That's what I would do for mine to get everybody started.
All right. So my next thing that I like to do that makes me happy is I like to march. So I like to march and say affirmations. Marching makes me happy. I don't know why. It looks cool. All about marching. So you don't have to march. You can just say it or you can walk around. I don't know, but I'm into marching. So this is what we're doing. So like, I am worthy. I am successful. I am healthy. I am happy. I am blessed. I am beautiful inside and out. I am strong. I am capable. I am ready. March and shit.
Well, see, just Loki. We don't march it. We do a whole other thing with incantations.
What do you do?
Well, that's why I was going to let you march because when Michelle's walking, she'll do that. But this is what we do for incantation.
Perfect.
Yeah, just imagine. The audio may go out. But this is what we do. I'm like, so we're like, when we do it, we get pumped up.
Okay.
We're like, that, like that. So I'm like, you can do anything you want to do. I am strong. I got this. I am strong. I got this. I am strong. I am not weak. I am strong. God is my source. God is my source. I have this. I have this. And usually I'm like all over the place. And just like, I got this. And I'm just screaming like a mad woman, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And we really, just like, yeah, we're just like that. And she'll just pace it back and forth. And that, like, I am strong. I am not weak. I got this. I'm not my ego. I am not any of this stuff. And that's what we do.
I love that. That's wonderful. Woo-hoo! So it's two different ways to do incantations and affirmations.
Yep, that's what we do.
I was all slippery slidey over here. Destiny, did you do those things? Do you feel better? Did you have a leg sliding down your pants? I'm proud of you, Michelle. You did good. And you have on slippery pants.
Yeah. Well, because he does this all the time. He does this all the time in my body. He'll make out and Dylan's like, yeah.
See, Destiny said, I used to do this when I was working out, but I didn't realize it. I would say things like, I look good naked and for a great abs. And Destiny was impressed with the leg being held up too. That's good. Right. And working out is another thing that makes us happy when we exercise, even if it's just walking. That's something else that it's uplifting. It's creating these endorphins and cold showers. Again, doing cold showers releases your endorphins and it creates happiness and it creates discipline. And it causes spirit to come and watch you because they don't believe that a lady is really taking cold showers. And then they see it and it puts them in their place. So if you're taking cold showers, you may also feel a little spirit energy around you because these peeping Toms don't believe it to be true.
Yeah, that's Cosmo, dude. Man, I don't understand that shit. I'm like, and I'm watching Michelle just you and her both. Yeah, sorry, sorry, Pops. Sorry, Pops. And sorry when you're sitting there talking, all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, and it's like, it's hard. It's like, oh my God, I would have never. No,
It's good for hangovers
the
too.
shrinkage is real. The
Yeah.
shrinkage is real on a man. No,
Yeah. But
no.
if you're hungover and you do that, it takes your hangover away too. That's what Andy used to do. My ex-husband used to do that.
I got a lot of words, and I'm not allowed to say this right now because this is a positive place.
Yes, where's happy?
If y'all want to take a cold shower, man, you just go do that shit. You go do that. Hear Michelle, but no, this morning though, listen to Mr. Buddha. I got this. I got but I guess it's good for y'all. Do it. If she says do it, better up and do it, man. Don't get me after you. And Spirit does watch.
They do. I feel it. I feel it so hard sometimes, especially when I'm doing the cold shower. And today I did it for longer, and it's like, what? What? She's doing it, you guys.
Well, this is Michelle, I think. Isabella, I don't know. Whoever I am, whoever I may be. It does make you feel better because it does. I was so tired this morning. I didn't want to wake up. So I'm changing my vitamin and all this routine stuff. And I'm like, I'm so tired. But so I can change to have more energy. So it's like you have to get rid of some garbage to, you know. And so I was like, cold shower. So I did the cold shower because, you know, you're just like this. And I'm saying you're forced to just wake up. You're forced to say whatever. And channeling, really, it's hilarious because I can channel. You can feel it coming through. Lucas says, I got it. Then he says, no, I don't have it. Then you hear Isabella. She's all mad about all of it. And you're just like, oh, man, the Cosmo's yelling. But so if that's a good way to, if you're channeling, take a cold shower. Yeah. Guarantee it. Yeah. But no, I do love the Loki just goes, I'll take it for the team. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Vikings, all Vikings did. And Pirates, it's all we did. Cold. All right. I was okay with any of it. I was good. Now, maybe I should be talking about the cold showers. They're actually good for you. They're actually good. I'd be hungover. They'd be good.
Yes.
Oh, or you know how else they'd come in good for you? So the cold showers. So here you are in a predicament. You know, you're on port. You've had your evening.
Yeah.
You know, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
And you walk out because you don't remember her name anymore. You just walk out. You're like, okay. And then somebody else comes in. She goes, and you go, oh, I'm supposed to. Oh, and so that cold shower just. It just went really good. So I did survive many a time when I should have not.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm really promoting here, but this is called Viking and pirating. Okay. Right. So take a cold shower at any part of the thing. So like if you're on a witch trials and they were cutting your body parts off, coldness, it felt really good. I would know because I've had fingers cut and stuff. So you go, that's really extreme, Loki. It is extreme. That's the importance of this cold shower. Yeah. And I mean, it is really good for you. So you really should. And I always take one for the teams. I actually enjoy it. It feels like a waterfall. Like, you know, imagine you going under a waterfall. It's like clearing all of everything. And it's just like, it feels great. Yes.
I visualize I'm in a waterfall because it's going to be cold like that. And it's almost easier to accept it if you can visualize you're outside doing it. Like, well, this is my only option. Like, no, there is no hot water. I'm in a waterfall, right? Yeah.
That was what, you know, to me, I always enjoyed it. It was like, when I would feel like the cold water, especially how many prisons was I in? For God's sake, I was in so many prisons. But feeling that cold water, though, you just knew, oh my God, I'm out, I'm free. It's like the Shawshank Redemption moment, you know, and he was sitting there after all of the stank and that. But that's what it feels like in the cold rain and stuff and that. But and also that's another thing. If there's cold rain, it feels amazing. I mean, you can dance dancing in the rain. Is not a joke. I would dance in the rain. I would dance, and that's why Isabella and me get along really good. You could hear her talk about Lucas, it's hilarious, or talk about me, but she was the boys playful. Let's go in the rain and play, and that's where, you know, and Lucas, who knows?
That's a good happy tip.
It is.
It is. The next time it's raining, if it's not freezing rain, go out there and dance in it. It is spiritually invigorating.
It's funny. It is hilarious. This is Michelle, and that reminds me of a story. We were in Gatlinburg, and it was getting ready to rain, and it was me and Kenny and the kids, and we were away from the hotel. Mom and Dad have warned us, to, you know, we don't listen. The kids want to go play, so no, we get stuck in the rain. Me and Kenny, now mind you, my ex is not a ha-ha. You know, it takes a lot to get him to laugh. We were dying all the way from wherever in town. It took us 10 minutes in the pouring rain, laughing our asses off. the kids are laughing, we're laughing, mom and dad are laughing from the top of their hotel room by the time we get to the hotel. But we were in tears laughing, and it brings something out. It was hilarious. Trevor wasn't laughing, mind you.
Yeah.
Dylan was crying. Laura was somewhat laughing, but me and Kenny were in tears over their reaction.
Yeah.
And then they started laughing because we were laughing because Daddy never laughed. So let's all laugh. And it was fun, but it gets you laughing. We were all mopey, but it made us laugh. So going out in the rain. I love to go out in the rain. It makes me laugh for some reason. It makes you, I don't know, something about being in the rain and just, brings like your kid. I don't know. It's fun.
Okay. I have a kid trying to text me again. So let me tell it.
All right.
Okay. So child thing. Another thing that can increase our happiness, that's an easy thing to do, is create a playlist of songs that make you happy. And if you're bummed out, go listen to your playlist. That's something I do also. If I feel bummed out, I start putting in songs. Like I was a little angry the other day, so I wanted to listen to L7's shit list. Just like, you made my shit list. Like it was Blair, and I was cold showering to it early because it's something you could scream to, but it made me happy. So that's another thing. And dancing. If you want to dance while you're listening to this music, that creates happiness too. There's all kinds of ways to create happiness. Go watch someone that's funny. Watch a YouTube video. Watch funny TikToks. We get to choose what's happening to us. We get to choose our happiness. We're not Lester just sitting around waiting for things to happen. We're creating what we want to have happen. We're creating it now.
Yeah. And yesterday I was having, kind of a day. And so me and Dave, he's trying to teach me how to make TikTok so I can catch up over here. And all the YouTube videos, they go boom, 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 boom. And you're like, you're not even on the first boom. You're like that. So me and Dave, we're having a blast. We're trying to find my niche, how to come across the voice. And we were having a blast doing that and just sort of refocus. And so we're trying to fix things with us in that. And he was nice enough to come home. He's more technically smart than I am. So he that's what we did. So for like an hour, we were working on TikTok. We were on drafts. We're still on drafts. Because I just don't understand any of it. But we were just having fun. Could we do the effects? Could we do this? Or could we do snake eyes? Could we do that? I don't know. And then hearing Lokea's complain the whole time was great. It was great. And then Lokea, it was wonderful. But, and then I have my own, I've got my childhood shadow nightmare list, which Cemetery Gates, I can scream that outside. That's like my number one song, man. I when I'm in that mood and I got my whole Lincoln Park, I got my playlist, when I'm in that mood, because it's okay, but then it's okay to get into a happy mood. And there's like, I got Pandora Radio and I got Blackmore's Night, and it's like Renaissance music. Dan Haim, so we do that for Loki, because you got to have some kind of killing music for him. And so that's usually what I do. And reading books, that was another thing Tony Robbins had mentioned, was 30 minutes of reading a book. So I guess Dylan might have that. It's Green Lights from Matthew McConaughey. And I got the audio book because sometimes I don't want to read. Sometimes I want to listen to the audio book. And so far he's a riot. And he reminds me of Loki. Just hearing the audio book for like first five, I was listening to 10 minutes and he had me dying. His explanation over everything is this, I don't give a shit attitude. And he goes, I don't understand why. And so he was great. So if you got a chance to do the Green Lights, check that book. It's hilarious. The audiobook is amazing. I can't wait to see where that goes. But he's like 30 minutes of a book, audio, read it, changing, exercising, changing your focus, doing something nice for somebody else, and just doing that. So I'm going to do like with Trevor, he's wanting to learn reading tarot cards. So, okay, well, let's do that today. So I thought we'll give the time. And so it's like all kinds of different ways you can do to make yourself feel better. And but you're having kind of a funky day. Don't stay in it very long, but you're allowed to have your funk. You're allowed to, because it's an emotion. And it's okay. You're allowed to have keep that, because like Angie's got her playlist. Michelle's got her different playlist. Cemetery Gates, first one. We hear that, we're like, oh no, there she goes. Yeah. But then we get Marcus, and she's got the Marcus and Shelly playlist, which what he calls her, or Marcella, sorry. But that's Marcus. But even when we're trying to get her out of the mood, he'll listen to Just Remember I Love You, which is his song to her. So every time she hears it, she's like, oh, that's my song. And she'll calm down and we'll, and that. So So just like, and look at the synchronicities outside too. Spirit wants me to mention that to everybody. Look at all the things, and I mean, no matter where you're at in the world, just look where your surroundings. That is beautiful. And being the present, being the now, there's never going to be another moment like this ever.
Another thing you can do is write a letter to your future self, encourage you. Write a letter of encouragement to your future self. That's a beautiful thing too. That will help you out tremendously. That was part of the Aaron Doty project too.
That's what she did yesterday. Sarah Prout, that 13-week journal she got. Yep. That's what you do. You write a letter to your future self. So she wrote a whole letter to her future self. And then that was the same day that she deleted that particular person out of her life, out of 7 years. And it was, she said that was coincidental. I said, no, that was divine, because that was that letter coming true, because that is your future self. You are talking to your future self. And when she was just a channel, so that is a very good thing. You are going to be, you tap into high truth compassion. You are tapping in. Sarah Prout said on that, she said she wrote a letter to her future self. And she said she had reread it. She kind of giggled like, oh, that's not going to happen. But she said it was like 2 years later, she did everything that her future letter said. So she said it was a channel letter to herself. Yeah, right. And it was a very beautiful reminder that where you're at now is not to stay still. Because when she wrote that letter, this was like, she was in this 10-year marriage she wanted out of, and she didn't know what was going to happen. And this letter did not make sense to her. And it was like that to her. But she said 2 years later, it was every single thing that she wrote in this letter. And she said, how beautiful was that? It's a reminder from the universe that you can. So yeah, the right letter to yourself, because that is the future you saying, this is where you're going to be according to the vibrations here to now, and see where you're at. And you'll be so excited to see, oh my God, this is all I want. And then I would write all the I don't want list. Yes. That was a Dean Graziazzi, whatever his, I don't want to pronounce his name, but that's what he said. He just said, what I don't want list. Yep. And write all of the things you just won't accept. And that was why another reason, 7 year friendship to Michelle, she said, this is just what I won't accept anymore. This is not what I want in my life anymore. And when she released that energy, let it go, she felt better. David felt better. The kids felt better. So it was almost like this was something to do. So trust your instinct. The spirit said to do it. She did it. And she felt so much better. It was, I don't want this, because it's just setting your boundaries of what you just will no longer accept in your life anymore. So I feel destiny maybe. Some keep saying to say that vigilant to destiny. And
she actually said, I like that. I've been asking myself, what can I do now to help me succeed tomorrow? How can I support my future self? So yes, this is a great way to do that with what I want, what I don't want. Do them both, because Dean said to do them both. And the reason you want what you don't want is so you're setting boundaries. And I think that's perfect.
The other one, when he was talking about what's your why? What's your why? What's your why? And you go down to like 5 or 6 whys. It's because, and just keep doing it until you get to the sole purpose. And Michelle did her why. By the 6, she was in tears. And her why was, why are you doing this work? Why do you want to get better? Why do you do what you do? And she just said, so nobody else ever has to feel the way I felt when nobody was there to help me and my sister. When she said, when I felt at that house, she said, helpless. She said, I know what we're seeing. I know what we're hearing. And we're told that this is not existent. She said, when I'm on the playground, the kids are saying, you're weird. Or why do you see these things and all that? And she said, there was nobody there to help her. And she said, I don't want another kid, another adult to ever feel the way I felt. And she said, and they're not going to feel that way. Because she said, I'll be damned if they ever feel that way. So that's why she does what she does.
Yeah, I get that completely. Heck yeah. It's almost 1 o'clock. I think we did it. I think we offered a lot of different options. Let us know which one resonated with you. Which one do you like the most? And there's other things like I posted this framing technique that Aaron Doty did. I highly recommend that if you're an empath or sensitive. That's been great. And Isha Kriya, again, I do Isha Kriya every day. Michelle and I both do. When we don't do it, we feel like garbage. It's an easy meditation, and it has you, when you're breathing in, you think, I'm not the body. And when you're breathing out, I am not the mind. So when I'm laying in bed, that's what I'm thinking of as I'm breathing. I'm not the body. I'm not even the mind. I'm not the body. I'm not even the mind. And I do it throughout the day. And it's for relaxing. Destiny said, loved it. Thank you. I will try the tree pose technique once I get back home. Love you both. Thank you for all you do. Oh, heck yeah. Love you, Destiny. It's a double D.
Double D, yeah.
All right. So our
Well,
next teaching, I don't know what it is yet, but hopefully it'll be a good one too. I'm sure it will be. And we have our Ask Lazarus will be on the 9th. So join us for that. We're going to try to make it interactive as well.
Yeah. So, and this is Loki. So what we're going to do on this one is it's going to be, so we're going to put 3 songs that these girls love, and we're going to put them on the Facebook post, and everybody's just going to vote for these songs that they're going to dance to.
Perfect.
And they're going to put headphones on since you can't play it.
Yeah.
And they're just going to put headphones on, and they're just going to, whatever song you choose is the song they're going to dance to, and feel free to dance wherever you're at, but you don't have to put the headphones on or whatever, you know. So they're going to just do some dancing and stuff. Yeah. It's probably going to be Cosmo, because why wouldn't you have Cosmo do this? Michelle can't dance. Cosmo says, I'll dance, I'll rock and roll it. So we're going,
he can dance.
I'm going to dance the night of freak away, man. The night away, freak it out.
Yep.
And her body.
So dance with us. We'll tell you what to do. We'll listen to this song together, and we will get our groove on. We will let Stella get her groove back. It's going to be
or instead of what Pop said, instead of voting for a song, y'all, we're just name 3 songs, dance to the song. You guess it. You don't get a prize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get you knew that dance by all of that. Oh, that is great. So you figure, so however, I don't know how they do any. So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll
this means that I have to work though. I'll catch the replay and still dance. Just dance where you are. Dance whenever you get back and you see it. Just dance with us. We'll feel you. We'll know you're doing it.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, no, double D's. Well, no.
Like we'll feel it. Cosmo will be like, they're shaking the world.
You know, right now, Raku is pissed. He is pissed at me, man. He's throwing me fire like this. Yeah. He's throwing macho man at me, and I'm just back.
Not a fan of you.
On that, Loki, can you come out and help me out, Pops? Yeah. I got to help my son. Sorry, Raku. He's
he's a shit starter.
But so he backs out because I guess Raku did something this time to back him out.
Because he's a shit starter.
So this is now Marcus, and I guess he's behind us now. He's hiding.
Yeah.
He's hiding as well as he should, because if he could see, if you could all see with Raku, it's he's good. Puffing up, and it's like
he's puffed up.
He's puffed up
he's
as well as he really should be.
Yes.
So where were you? We're so happy everybody was here joining us today. Thank you, Destiny, for showing up in that today. And by the way, during this whole thing has been happening, Laura's in the next room playing Beavis and Butthead. So we've been having the pleasure of hearing Beavis and Butthead in the background. Yeah. So that's been making Michelle like, oh, really? So it's been funny. But I'm glad everybody came. I'd like to thank Spirit. I would like to thank everybody that joined us today. The beautiful, wonderful Spirit Creator, because if it wasn't for our Spirit Creator, we wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here, experiencing all these wonderful things. Few side notes. I just want to say, when you get to challenge, it's only a challenge in your life. Uncertainties coming with the territory. It's okay to have your uncertainty. That comes with the territory. It's how fast do you get back up and go forth. And it's okay if you don't react in the best ways. I was, being Krishna, I had learned to react in the better ways. Like the post would help me. Like there'd be days I couldn't stand. Try that with a broken ankle or something, or somebody just kicked you and you're trying to do this pose. And it was very fun, but it was not, and I wasn't going to let that defeat me. I would not let that defeat me. And by the way, Andrew, you were in that skirt and doing that with everything. That's what it looks like with mine when I had my little, and not the skirt, but my, right. But that's what it would look like. And yes. And that's because Loki was just like, with Marcus, look at that. They matched, the priestess and the priest matched.
Yeah.
So he was very excited about that whole thing. So Loki was very thumbs up about that whole thing. He was like, thumbs up. Priestess doing that. He was very impressed with that, because I can do that. And so now it makes me wonder, nobody's really watching me do that. They're watching everything else, but it doesn't matter. It made me fun of it. So but we're very happy everybody was here today, and try one of these things. Let us know what works for you. Put in comments what works for you, and then share with the Facebook group what works for you. What's a YouTube video that works for you? The girls right now is Aaron Doty. Check him out. He has a lot of wonderful tips. Check out Tony Robbins. He's got a lot of motivational things. Michelle likes the green light from Matthew McConaughey. If you check that out too. I mean, so far the book has been great. It reminds us of Loki. So check that out too. But just try different things. It's just all about getting your mood, living in the present moment, and appreciating what joy that Divine has given us. And I'd like to thank you girls for bringing another yet wonderful show live. So I would now take it to the priestess. So I don't know where you're. So right here today, she's over here. And like last week, she was not even over here or over here, over here, over here. She was not even there.
Just one at a time.
So it's like this. So she's like over here today. So I'm just going to do this, that, this, or that. So that way it covers everything where my priestess is.
Oh, I'm everywhere. We love y'all. We hope that this gave you pleasure and gave you happiness and gave you ways to fill yourself with gratitude and to remember you've had beautiful moments. You've had hard moments. You know, it's all ups and downs. We're all here for the ride. It's all good. It's all good, brother.
Absolutely.
So we love y'all. We will see you on Thursday for Ask Lazarus. Have a great week, guys.